Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sharing my screen again. I just wanted to read the comments. All righty. All right, good evening once again and welcome to this vision board party. My name is Shayo Alofe, as many of you know, and I'm going to introduce myself a little bit better for coming slides, but I'm excited to be hosting this year's, or should I say 2022's vision board party. I usually do this towards the end of the year, but 2022, I decided not to do it. I wasn't going to do a vision board party for 2022. But a dear friend of mine reached out to me and she's on. I'm sure she's not expecting me to do this, but I'm going to do it. Where is she? I'm going to put her on the spot. She's going to be like, so a dear friend of mine reached out to me and said, Shayo, are you doing your vision board party this year? I was like, no, I actually wasn't planning on doing one. And she said, well, actually, I don't even know if I told her that, but I wasn't planning to do one. And then she reached out and asked if I was going to do one. So it was because she asked me that I thought, okay, Shayo, why not do this thing? And it's something you've done for so many years. Why stop right now? And my dear friend, her name is Margaret Alaka. I've known her since I was like 15. And we've been very good friends. She lives not too far from me, but she's a very, very, very good friend of mine. All right, thank you, Margaret. It's because of you that we're doing this. Can I just ask everyone on to say thank you to Margaret? Say thank you to her, because if you didn't reach out to me, I probably wouldn't be doing this vision board party, right? So it's because of her that we're doing this today. All right, so I have a tagline here that I just want you to think about as we start this session. I want you to think about this as we start this session. The stories of your mind can become the stories of your life. Think about that. The stories of your mind can become the stories of your life. One second. All right. Okay. Yeah, just making sure we're still together. Right, cool. The stories of your mind can become the stories of your life. What does that mean? The things that you're thinking in your mind can become your reality. The thoughts that you're processing in your mind can become what you experience in your life. And can I say that everything that you're already seeing right now, everything that you're currently experiencing right now was as a result of your thoughts. The stories that are playing out in your life right now used to be in your mind. What you're seeing happening around you right now used to be in your mind. They used to be your thoughts. And you focused on them long enough and they became reality. You thought about them long enough and they're now happening in real life. Can I say that it would be great if these things only happened to positive thoughts? It would be amazing if it was only our positive thoughts that manifested in real life. But it's sad, right? That it's not just positive thoughts that manifest, also negative thoughts. The stories of your mind, positive or negative, can become the stories of your life. You and I are that powerful that we think things and they come to be. As we think, they come to be, they happen, they manifest. But we are grateful that we have a God that has designed us in such a way that the things we're thinking don't happen immediately. Otherwise, many of us would be in trouble. Many of us would be in serious trouble. There's a time between when you think about it and when it manifests. And because of that time, it's been a blessing for so many people. Because if the things you thought happened immediately, many of us would be in trouble. So what are the things we're going to talk about today? Why a vision board party? Shayo, why do you do this? Why are you doing a vision board party? Why? And then I'm going to ask the question, or I'm sure some of you are wondering, do vision boards work? Do they work? And then we're going to talk about how they work. If they work, how do they work? And then we're going to do some goal setting And then we're going to go into the activities. I'm going to teach you the things to do to create the 2023 you want to see. Can I say right now, from the beginning, that the way 2023 turns out for you depends on you 100%. Okay, you did not hear that. The way 2023 turns out for you depends on you 100%. You are in control of what happens in your life. I need you to understand that. I need you to accept that. I need you to know that. Know it beyond the shadow of a doubt. The way that you know your name, and nobody can tell you your name is not your name, is the way I want you to know that you are 100% in control of what happens in 2023. To you, how your life turns out in 2023, you are in control. Right? Some of us are Christians and we pray and we believe, and even Muslims, we pray that, oh, by the grace of God, this is what is going to happen. By the grace of God, this is going to happen. By the grace of God, this is going to happen. Can I submit to us that there's nothing new that God is going to do? Everything has already been done. You didn't hear me? Everything has been done. Everything you need is created already, has been created already. Everything you need is in existence already. You only need to know how to walk into it and how to manifest it. You need to know how to attract what it is you're looking for. Everything is done. It is finished. It is done. He's not going to do anything new anymore. It is done. So whatever you want in 2023 already exists somewhere on this planet. You just need to know how to draw it to yourself. All right. So we're going to do that today. Are you excited? Are you excited yet? For some reason, I can't see my comments. I'm going to come out of the share and I'm going to check the comments. Are you excited yet? Not yet? Okay. It's not exciting yet. All right. I love this. I really, really love doing these things. It gives me goosebumps when I do it. This is powerful. All right. I can see your comments. Thank you so much. All right. Let's go back to the share and let's continue. So a little bit about myself. My name is Shayo Alofe. I'm a mom of 3. And in 2016, I made one of the biggest decisions of my adult life. And that was to walk away from a 13-year abusive marriage. A few months after that, I asked my mentor at the time about a post he had put on Facebook, which was on vibrational energy and the law of attraction. Now, before then, I had seen people post about the law of attraction or people talk about vibrational energy and things like that. And I used to think, what is this they're talking about? I was born and raised a Christian, Pentecostal Christian. And I don't know for you, but I had heard at the time that, all of this law of attraction, it was new age thinking. They're trying to get you away from the Bible. I'm going to be real today. Right? I'm going to be real. So I had heard at the time that, these people, when they talk about the law of attraction, will talk about the universe, when they talk this and that, they're trying to get you away from the Bible. It's not true. So I blocked my mind to all of that. I didn't want to know what law of attraction was. I didn't want to know anything vibrational energy. Whenever I saw it, don't talk to me about that. I know. But at this time, I had started working with this man who was a mega successful in our industry, a multi-millionaire. And I was doing literally everything he said, whatever he said I was doing, because I had learned that whatever you want in life, find somebody who has achieved it, follow them, do what they do, read the books they're reading, right? Go where they go, talk the way they talk, get into their minds, learn from them, and you will have what they have. So I had learned that. So I started following this man, and everything he talked about, he posted, I wanted to know. So when he posted this, and this man was a Christian too. So when he posted this, I thought, wait a minute, maybe there's something about this thing I don't quite understand. Instead of blocking my mind to it in its entirety, why not ask questions? So I went to him and I said, what is it about this vibrational energy law of attraction that you talk about? I said, I do not understand it. What is it? And he said, instead of answering my question, this is what he said to me. He said, Shayo, go get this book and read it. And what is the book? The book is titled, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting, by Lynn Grabhorn. For those of you that have attended my vision board parties since 2016, I have talked about this book every single year. Some of you have got the book, but you haven't read it. Some of you order every year that I talk about it, you place that order. And you even tell me, Shayo, see, I've ordered my book, but you do not read that book. Because I'm telling you, if you read that book, it will change your life. So I went to get that book. Excuse me, your life is waiting. I read that book and, it got to a point I was literally shaken because I couldn't believe the depth of knowledge that this woman had and she was sharing. And also another thing that's helped me understand the law of attraction and how to create the life you want is this. Well, some people have read the book, but I watched the movie, The Secret. I watched the movie, The Secret. When I watched that movie, I was like, wow, everything suddenly made sense to me. And it allowed me to go back into scriptures where the Bible says that ye are gods, right? It made me understand that because I'm a God, I have creative abilities. So I can create too. Back in the Bible, when it says human beings were made in the image and likeness of God, meaning that we look like and we act like God. Right? We look like and we act like God, which means that we can do what he can do. And one of the things that he can do is to create. It means that you and I can create too. We are co-creators in this world, in this life, in this plane, this planet that we have been put in. We are co-creators. Nothing happens to you. It happens for you. Right? So although I had hosted vision board parties since 2013, I did not begin to see tangible results until after I had read that book. And I'm begging you, please go and get that book and read it. Excuse me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. Order it and read it. Get the Kindle version. Let it be on your phone. Read it. If you've watched The Secret, go back and watch it again. If you've never watched it, go and look for it and watch it. That movie will change the way you think. I'm asking you to do the same, and your life will never remain the same. Go and get that book. All right, moving on. Why do we do a vision party? Shayo, why do you do it? Well, I first came across this concept in my early years as a network marketing professional, and this was back in 2013. I joined network marketing in 2010. I've been full-time since then, but it was like 3 years later that one of the leaders in the company I was with at the time talked about a vision board party. And I'm like, what's that? What's a vision board party? And when she did it, she actually hosted one. So people flew into our home and they were talking about cutting up pieces of paper and putting things on cardboard and sticking things around. And I'm like, what's that? But it was then I understood what it was. So after attending that one, I made a commitment to do one every single year. And I wasn't going to do it in 2022, like I said at the beginning. But yeah, my friend made me do it. So I guess this is probably going to continue. But I don't do this for me only. I now do it for my team. I throw it open to my team and to anybody else who might be interested. So I have some of my team members here today. And I also have people that are not connected with me in business at all. I have friends, I have Facebook contacts. I have, different people that have joined us today. So I appreciate you for coming on to see what this is about. All right, so what are vision boards? This is an example of what a vision board is. I saw a comment earlier. Mr. Aleshe, he said, I don't know what vision board is. What is that? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. This is an example of what a vision board is. A vision board is a dream board or vision board, right? It's a collage of images or pictures and affirmations of your dreams and desires. They're designed to serve as a source of inspiration and motivation. That is what a vision board is. Or some people call it a dream board. It's a collage of pictures and images. Also affirmations. Affirmations are words you speak over yourself, like you're prophesying over yourself. Those are affirmations. And you put all these things together in a board, put it in a place that you can see it every single day, multiple times a day. And it's supposed to motivate you and inspire you and push you towards those things that you say you want. It's to help you accomplish your goals. That is what vision boards are. But I have realized that vision boards are not just vision boards, as in, it's not just about you putting pictures and affirmations together and sticking up somewhere. There are a lot of other things that go into creating those things you've put on the vision board. And that is why some people do vision boards and they don't get the results. It doesn't happen for them because they didn't do all the other things that would help make it happen. So I've got a question. Do vision boards work? What do you think? All right, I'd love to see your comments. Do vision boards work? Okay. Why can I not type here? All right. Okay, so I'm looking at comments. Yes. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right. I think so. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it works. Yes, it does every time. I love that. I love that confidence. Yes, it does every time. One second. Okie dokie. Yes, it does every time. All right. It must do. Okay, so you're not sure. You're not very sure. Okay. Yes, it does. Yes, yes, vision board works. It must do. Yes, it works. Vision board had helped me to organize my goals for years. Yes, it worked. Hey, Annette, good to have you here. My family. It's been ages. Yes, they do. I believe so. Okay, Margaret, you're not so sure either. Only you need to be very intentional. Yeah, so I'm still here because, okay. Yeah, all right. Mrs. Shreto, I love that because I think I know your story. All right. Yes, because that's where you set your goals and tend to achieve them. Yes, it does. If followed with action, great. You don't know. Hearing it for the first time, wow. I believe it works if followed well. It should. Fantastic. All right. In most cases, it works. Great. Thank you so much for those responses. I like the feedback. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is it works for some, it doesn't work for others. Why doesn't it work for others? Why? And people have answered. It's because people don't follow it with intent. It's because people don't believe what it is they've written. It's because many of the goals and dreams we write are not what we really want. Hey, can I talk about that again? Many people write things on their vision board and it's not what they want. They write what people want for them. They write what they think they should want. Oh, I work at so organization and I've been working there for 5 years. I should be director of so. Therefore, my goal for 2023 is to become director of so. But they are not interested in becoming director of so. They actually want to start their own school. Because they really don't want it, they're not going to create it. But they've written it there because it makes sense for their career progression. It makes sense, right? Some people say on the vision board, they want, let me make you people laugh. Some people put on the vision board, they want a happy marriage. They want not happy marriage, let me say, they want a more, what's the word now? They want let me say happy marriage. They want a happy marriage. They've been married. They want more happiness and joy and whatever in their marriage. But they don't truly want it in real life. When you sit with them and talk with them, they actually are not interested. They're not happy with that man or that woman. They actually don't want to see that person around them. They are carrying the hurt and the bitterness of what this person has done for them 10 years ago. They're not ready to create a lasting happy marriage. But because it sounds good, because they said you should have a goal for your family, for your relationship, for your business, for your career, for your children. They say, well, for family, let me say, I want to have a happy marriage. It's a lie. It's not going to work because you don't want it. It's not a desire of yours, right? Vision boards work when you put on there what you truly want, what you truly want in your heart. When nobody is looking, when nobody is listening, when you are by yourself on your bed and you're wishing and you're thinking and you're imagining, what do you see? What are those things that you wish you had? Where do you wish you lived? Who do you wish you were spending more time with? What were the things you wish you were doing with your children? Right? What are the things you really, truly want? Those are the things you really need to put on your vision board. The things that you truly, really want. And the things, because the things that you truly, really want are the things you will commit to. You will commit to making it happen because it's your desire. You truly want it. You truly want it. You will commit to it. Right? Okay, let's go on. Okay, moving on. How do vision boards work? How? What is the power beyond vision boards? Why? How do they work? They help you stay focused on what you say you want. And then you create what you want through your thoughts, your feelings, and then the actions you take. All right? Your thoughts, your feelings, and then the actions you take based on those things. All right? Vision boards are meant to help you stay focused on your dreams and on your goals. All right, let me show you an example of my vision board. This is my vision board, all right, for 2022, for this year that has just finished. This is it. This is what I created, right? So I had goals I had written down that I wanted to accomplish, right? And I looked for pictures online that represent those things I wanted. And I cut out those pictures and put them in this picture frame, right? This is how I created this board, okay? Did everything on here happen in 2022? No. No. Did many happen? Yes. Most of it happened, but not all. The ones that didn't happen were the ones that I wasn't 100% committed to. The ones that I was 100% committed to happened. The ones I wasn't 100% committed to, they didn't happen because I wasn't 100% committed to it. Right? And I know, because I do a review of my life every year. At the end of the year, Shayo, all right, you said you were going to do this. You said you were going to do this. These were the activities you were supposed to do to make sure this happened. Did you do those activities? No. No. A very good example. Let me show you this one. And I'm calling myself out. Can you see this top one here? Can you see this picture? Let me move it closer so you see. Can you see? Weight loss. Weight loss. I put a picture of a chubby lady and a picture of a slim lady. Did it happen? No. You know why? I wasn't committed to it. I wasn't committed to losing that weight and becoming that shape. If I really wanted, I would have been in the gym every day. I didn't go to the gym all through 2022. I didn't. But I kept on saying, yeah, I want to lose weight. Really watch what I was eating either. I did for a period of time, but for most of the year, I didn't. I felt like I want to eat biscuit today. Yeah, I'm going to have biscuit. I want to eat this, that. And there's nothing wrong in eating biscuit. It's having a balance. It's having a balance, you know? So that's an example. Right? What else didn't quite happen for me on my list this year? The highest rank in my company, I put it on there that I was going to hit the highest rank in my company. I didn't hit it. Why? I wasn't 100% committed to it. And this is me being honest with you. Some of you, my team members, are here. This is me being 100% honest. I wasn't 100% committed to hitting that rank. You know why? Because I had become comfortable. I've become comfortable. I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm okay with the money I'm making. I'm okay being the #1 in the UK. I'm okay still maintaining that position without hitting the highest rank. I'm okay. Right? So I'm not pushing myself. I didn't push myself in 2022. No, I didn't. I didn't do as much as I could have done. So because I didn't do all those things, I didn't get those. I wasn't thinking about all those things. I wasn't focusing. I wasn't dreaming about it. I wasn't visualizing these things. But the ones I was visualizing, the ones I was talking about, the ones I was committed to, those ones happened. Example, I said I was going to travel. I was going to go to 4 different, did I say 4 or 6 different trips in 2022? I did. I went on those trips. Most of them were funded, fully funded. I didn't pay for them, none. But I love to travel. And so it was something I wanted. It was something I dreamed about. I wrote I was going to take the kids to 2 trips. It happened because I was committed to that, right? I wrote I was going to grow in my relationship with my boo, who is also on. He's on the Zoom session. And we did. We grew. Why? Because I was committed to that. But the ones I wasn't committed to didn't happen. You get it? So you can write whatever. You can put whatever pictures on your vision board. If you're not committed to it, it's not going to happen. If you don't think about it, if you don't create the feelings of you already having it, and you do not take the actions to make it happen, it's not going to happen. All right? So let's move on. So how do they work? Is it real? Is it true? Is there any science supporting how vision boards work or how we create? Are there any stories? At this point, I'm going to stop my screen share, and I'm going to see if I can have people come on, because there are people here who and said my beau is on here, and he's private messaging me. He's the one making me laugh. Babe, can you stop it, please? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Right, so, right. A lot of times we don't have no ready to give in the quantum of discipline that our desires. That's right. Oh, you couldn't see my vision board. You couldn't see my vision board? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it again. All right, 1 second. Let me do this. Oh, this is it. This is my vision board for last year, for 2022. That's it. Can you see? That's it. That's my vision board. So this was what I was referring to. That I wanted to lose weight. I put a picture of someone who needed to lose weight, a picture of a lady who had buffed up, but it didn't happen because I didn't do the activities, right? I put on here, where is it? This one. To hit the highest rank in my company. I didn't do it because I was comfortable where I was. I didn't think about it that much. I didn't push for it that much. So those things didn't happen, but all the other things happened, most of them. The 10,000 obviously didn't happen because I didn't get to the highest rank. That didn't happen per week. 40,000, this one is 40,000 followers. I think I've probably gone up to 40,000 followers if I add up. Do I have? No, not up. Do I? No, not up to 40,000. So that didn't happen either. Because I also was not committed to it. Right? So that's my vision board for 2022. Okay, so you all have seen it now. Someone's hand is up. I typically do not take questions at this point. Why is your hand up? Why is your hand up? Do you have a question on Malara's iPhone? Okay, is that MOU? Probably. Right, so this is what I want us to do right now. I asked a question. Okay. MOU. All right, 1 second. I'll bring you up. Oh, you want to share your experience? Great. I'll bring you up. So I said the last slide I shared, I asked, is it real? Is it true? Is there any science that supports this vision board thing? Are there any stories? So I'm going to ask people to share their stories. But is it real? Yes, it is. Is it true? Yes, it is. Is there science that supports it? Yes. And that is, I'm going to talk about that very briefly. It's called your reticular activating system. There's something in your brain. It's a place, it's a thing. RAS, the reticular activating system. Reticular activating system. It's a thing, it is real. It's a part of your brain that helps your brain shut out everything that is not in alignment with what you want. It helps your brain filter out all the noise outside of what you're focusing on. The reticular activating system helps your brain shut out everything else outside of what you're focusing on, outside of what you're thinking of, outside of what you want to create. It's called the reticular activating system. It's real, it's science. You have it in your body. And that is why the perfect example to prove this is when you want to buy a car. And I use this a lot because a lot of people can relate to this story or this example. You want to buy a car. You know the color, you know the model of the car you want. At some point, you make that decision, I'm buying this car. And this is my next car. I want this car. You start putting your money together. You go get a loan. You go borrow. Whatever. You're thinking about this car. Some of you even take pictures of the car and put it on your dashboard. You put it where you can see it. That is vision board. You know, that is vision board, right? So you're thinking about the car, you're talking about the car, you go to the dealer, you go to see the car in the showroom. Some of you go to test drive the car. At some point, the money comes together and you're ready to go buy the car. You go buy the car. And all of a sudden, you begin to see that car everywhere you go. The same color, the same model. That is all you see. Everywhere you go, every corner you turn. And you're wondering what is going on. Why did all these cars come from? Is that true? Have you experienced that before? Has anybody experienced that before? Okay, I've got one person. Okay, I've got, right, absolutely. So yeah, and that is your reticular activating system helping you filter out everything else that is not about that car. That is why that is the only car you see. It's not that they released that car out suddenly. That's not what happened. All those cars have been there before. You just didn't see them because you're not focused. You were not focused on them. But at the point that you decided this is what I want, and you start thinking about it, and you start dwelling on it, your brain gets to work and say, okay, this is what we want, and this is what we're going to make happen for you. This is it. We're going to make sure that is all you see. And that is all you see. And that happens. So that is an example of how the reticular activating system works. So it is science and it works. All right. Okay. Stories. Now I'm asking for stories. You have used the vision board to create something and it has worked for you in the past. Raise your hand. I'd like you to share your story with the people here. The vision board concept has worked for you in the past. Please raise your hand. MOU, you raised your hand earlier. Your hand is down. I can't see you now, so I can't unmute you. Please raise your hand again. Anybody else who wants to tell us what happened to them? Okay, MOU, I see you. Please share your story, ma'am.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, dear Shayo. You're looking so good today. What is happening? Oh my goodness. Happy New Year. I love it.
Thank you, though.
I love all these colors. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. 3 years ago, you took this same class. You taught us vision board. It's something I know before. I used it before, but I wasn't serious. So that day, it was hot, and I decided I needed a change for myself. I'm talking about year 2020. So that year, after that meeting, I sat down with my husband and we decided we were going to move to Canada. Okay? So, I remember my mother-in-law came for visiting. Our son came from Uyo, the whole house was filled up, but I was not in that celebration that December. I was always thinking and seeing pictures of the house I'm going to live, the car I'm going to ride, the street name, everything in Canada. So I went online and I got the picture of this beautiful house, downloaded it, pasted it, put the flag of Canada, put the dates I want to travel, put everything there. It was so obsessive for me. That was 2020. So we applied. Guess what? We were denied. I said, no, this vision board, I'm not going to bring it out, bring it down. I actually placed it in the place on top of the dressing mirror, on top, hung it there. I got a big board and I put it there. So, and the way the room was positioned, the bed was positioned, was anytime I wake up, that was the first thing I saw. It was so real. I continued, I told my husband, we will repackage that application. Sam, we are going to Canada. So we repackaged in 2021, in 2020. 2021 June, we were again denied. And then March, that same year before the second denial came, one of my cousins who have been here for years, I just said, Auntie, they are doing this in UK, come go to UK, blah, blah, blah. And you know, there's a way you can still get legitimately stop visiting and going back. I said, okay, what is it? And I said, that is not for me. I'm already working on Canada. I see it and I dream it. So I went to my younger sister and I told her, look, this is the plan for you. And I told her, you must do this. Guess what? They didn't do anything because it wasn't their vision to leave the country. So I came back to the house and I said to myself, wait a minute, what's this crime in getting an additional certificate? I'm being able to, let's move closer to the Canada that we then going to, something like that. Sis, we moved here. We started that process within 3 months. Everything was set. We moved here. It was like a dream. Right now, we are 1 year and 4 months in the UK. And guess what? The particular city we wanted to move to was one of the cities that ice block, or what is it that they call it, snow, almost was swept everybody away a few weeks ago. And myself and Monsa were saying, wow, Lord, we thank you. We did not go to that location we chose. Wow. So now, I know there's a divine hand in this. Yeah. I am sure the divine hand saw that, okay, you are too persistent, you are too focused, you have been seeing this, we will take you somewhere. But it won't be that place because that place is not too good for you. So I want to conclude that, yes, it works. Yeah. It really, really works. Thank you so much. Let me stop there.
Oh my goodness. MOU, thank you so much for sharing your story. Wow. You know what? I knew this, the part of your story that you relocated to the UK. I just didn't know that you had created a vision board around leaving Nigeria. I didn't know that. I actually didn't remember that you attended the vision board party I did in 2020. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anybody else who has a story about creating what they put on their vision board? I know there are people here that have shared it with me in the past, but where is everybody? All right, maybe Sola Atawoboye, I think that's you. Please unmute.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so sorry I can't open my video. Busy with the kids, sorry. Like part of the thing I put on my vision board, I know some of it has not come to existence, but we are very close to it by the grace of God. But the most important one, I said, I want to like move from certain amount, like what I get every month. So, and it happened. So what I get every month increase. And also I said I want to rank advance, and it happened. So it's one of the things that really, really make me so happy. I rank advance. I became bronze executive in my rain business. So I thank God for that. And also, I thank God because what God is doing concerning my children and everything. So it's part of what I put on my vision board. So I'm so grateful to God. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Anybody else? I will take one more person who would like to share the story. All right, it's Diane today. All right, ma'am, go ahead.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. I actually met Shayo on a vision board party so many years ago on the phone. It was even on the phone. It wasn't on Zoom. I didn't know what they were doing, and I just joined her. Right. So my vision board for last year, I didn't take it seriously. The photographs were all over the place. So when I got my future me letter, I was a bit, very low about it. I felt very disappointed in myself, and I just left it. But this evening again, I went to go and read my future me letter. And I was thinking, I had written and had my vision board in my head for myself, my business, my health, my finances, my children. And some of it has actually happened, Shayo, especially in my business, but most importantly for me, for my children. One of them, I said she would be in a happy job. I didn't expatiate. The girl is happy. Not only is she in a happy job, she's in the country of her choice where nobody wants to go, and she's enjoying herself. So the reason why, and I don't like to tell a lie because God is listening to me, the reason why most of it did not happen, my photographs did not leave my phone. My frame is still in the bag that I bought it the year before, not even last year. So we come on all these trainings, and I'm happy to say that some of it happened, but then somebody had actually said here that we need to do things for it to happen. We need to be intentional. We need to make it happen. So some of my vision board actually did happen. And years ago as well, we intend to build a sickle cell center in certain places. We haven't built the structure, but last year we were offered locations to use. So that is still it happening. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. Whoa, oh my goodness. Right. So there's one story that really, every time I think about it, it makes this so real, right? And I'm going to share it. And I'm going to ask you for those who have not watched the movie The Secret, please go and watch it. Go and watch that movie, The Secret. Because this story I'm about to share with you is in that movie. And it's shared by a guy called John Asaraf. You can find John on Facebook. I follow him on Facebook. He's a real human being, John Asaraf. He was one of the people that made that movie, The Secret. And John said in the movie, he said he was in his study doing some work. They had just moved into that house. And he was in the study doing some work. And his son came into the study and sat on one of the boxes and was, banging his leg against the box. And it was kind of disturbing him because he was working. So he turned to the son and said, "Son, could you please stop that?" And the boy said, "Okay, Dad, but what is in the box anyway? What is in the box?" And the dad got up and said, "Oh, well, I might as well just probably sort this out." They just moved to the house and they still had things in boxes. So he went into the box, opened it up, and it was the box that he had stored his vision boards over the years. Vision boards that he had created over the years. That was the box he put them. So he hadn't unpacked, the vision boards were still in the box. So he took one out. And he said, as he was looking at it, explaining to his son what a vision board is, because the son said, "What's that anyway?" And so, "Oh, son, it's a vision board." And he was explaining to his son what a vision board was. He said it was in that moment that he realized that the picture of the house he put on there as the house he would love to live in, his dream home, that picture was the house he was living in. It was the house he had just moved into and he did not know. When he bought that house, he did not realize that he had bought the same house on his vision board, not a type of it, not another of it, the same house on his vision board. You know how we get pictures for vision boards? We go on the internet, right? And we download images, or we go in magazines and we cut out pictures from magazines. This man had cut out his dream home and put it on a board for years. And he bought the house and he didn't know it was a house. He didn't know it was the house he bought. That just hit me. I was like, wow. And these things happen all the time, all the time, all the time. And when I hear stories like this, what I say to myself, Shayo, why can't it be you? Why can it not be you? Why not you? And I'm saying the same to you today. Abeni, why not you? Abolale, why can it not be you? Abose Deolapade, why not you? Aminat Badiru, why can it not be you? Annette Babin, why can it not be you? Beatrice, why not you? Pam, why can it not be you? David Adefolaju, why can it not be you? Mrs. Shweta, why not you? Charles, why not you? Mrs. Verisimo, why can it not be you? Miss Oluloyo, why not you? Gloria, why not you? Ihuoma, why not you? Mommy Adewale, why not you? Mommy Ohomele, why not you? Omojola Alanike, why not you? Why can it not be you? Why not you? Why can it be other people and not you? Why can it not be you? Right? That is what I say to myself all the time. Okay, same with Jordan Adler. I don't even know Jordan's story, but it's amazing. This thing is real and it happens for people all over the world. Why not you? Why not me? That is what I say to myself. Why not me? All right. Thank you so much for sharing your story, everyone who has. Now let's go back to our slides. All right, moving on. So now we're moving into goal setting. How do you set your goals? How do you set your goals, right? Listen to this. Goals are meant to get the best out of us, okay? Goals are meant to grow us, not just to achieve something. Wow. When we set goals, oftentimes we're thinking about what we want to achieve, what we want to accomplish. Many times we don't think about goals in terms of something that is going to grow us, something that's going to make us better. We don't think like that. We think on, oh, I want this. I want a new house. I want a new car. I want a new job. I want to, whatever. I don't know. What else do people say? So this is something I got from Bob Proctor. And he said that if you know how to do it, maybe because you've already done it before, an example, you want a new car, but you have a car already. You've bought several cars in the past. If that is the goal, then it's not the type of goal you need because you've done it before. You know how to figure that one out. You know how to get a car. You've already got it before. He said, if you think you can do it, then you already know how to do it. Maybe if you change this or you change that, or you do a second job or get a side business, or you move to this side of the city, or you apply for this or that, you already know how to get that thing. Then it's not the kind of goal you want to put down. He said, the goals you really want are the ones that you don't know how. You've got no idea how this is going to happen, but somehow you believe you can. Somehow, something tells you that you can do it and you will do it, but you don't know how. You have no idea how that thing is going to come together. Those are the kind of goals you want to put down. Okay? Those are the kind of goals you want to put down. So don't say that, for example, using MOU's example now, when she talks about putting a goal that she wanted to move to Canada, she knew, how was it going to happen? She knew she had to apply. There was a process to do. Apply, right, for that. Have all your requirements and blah, blah, blah. That was a huge goal, but it's not really the type of goal you want because she already knows how to do it. Does that make sense? She knows how to do it. If your goal was to, let me give a crazy example now. A crazy example, let's say you want to buy 5 houses on the same street. You want to own all the houses on one street. Let me put it that way. You want to own all the houses on one street, right? How on earth is that going to happen? How, as in how? Yeah? You don't know how. But if that is your desire, it's a goal. It's a legit goal. It's a goal. Does that make sense? Right? So don't put things like, I want to be promoted at work. Come on, that's gonna happen if you do the things you're supposed to do. There's a requirement for that. There's a timeline for that. That would happen. Don't put a goal like, I want to buy a new car. Come on, come on. You already bought a car before. You know what to do to get a new car. Go get a loan, or sell your car, get a higher purchase. Or do you understand? Those ones are not real. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Please, respond in the chat box so I know that you follow. Because when I first heard Bob Proctor talk about this, I thought, hang on a minute, Bob. If I want a new car, it should be a goal. If I want a new house, it should be a goal. If I want this, but I soon understood what he was trying to say. Right? So I need to be sure that you get it as well. Do you understand that? Okay. You understand? All right. Cool. So it's not about a goal that you already know how to make happen. Don't put that kind of a goal. It's not about a goal that you know what to do to make happen. Put a goal that you have no clue how it's going to happen. You don't know. You have no idea. You don't know how it's going to happen. Those are the kind of goals we're talking about. All right? Okay, let's go back to the slides. So let's focus on goals that you really want. You don't know how, but something tells you you can and you will. So what do you really want? Think about it. What do you really want? Don't write something that people expect you to want. I already talked about that. Don't write something because it feels right to have it. If you don't want it, don't write it. If it's not something you can emotionally connect to, don't write it. What do you really want? Think about it. I'm going to give us a few minutes to do something shortly. So whatever that goal is, you can have it. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you don't need to know how. If you can see it in your mind, you don't need to know how you're going to get it. But I promise you, you're going to hold it in your hands. All you have to do is see it in your mind's eye, and you will hold it. You may not know how, but it will happen. So whatever it is you want, don't put any limits on it. Just write it. Whatever, just write it. All right? So we're going to do an exercise right now. Get your notebook and your pen. So we're going to write your goals for 2023. Right? So what do you really want? We've talked about it, what you really want, what you're going to commit to. It doesn't matter what it is, which area of your life, what do you really want? Yeah? So this is what I want us to do. I'm going to need you to please take a clean piece of paper or your notebook, a clean sheet in your notebook, and write goals, right? Write goals and put today's date. And today is the 2nd of January, 2023. Goals, write it down. And then I'd like you to please write 10 goals you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months. Now, this exercise is something I picked from Brian Tracy. So I got this from him, but yeah, please write down 10 things that you would like to accomplish in 2023. Remember, if you already know how to go about it, it's not valid. It's not valid. Write something that you desire it, you want it, but you have no clue how it's going to happen. 10 things that you'd like. All right, I'll give us, how many minutes do you need for this? Let's give it 10 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. Write down 10 things. All right, let's go. 10 minutes. 5 more minutes. 10 things that you really, really want in 2023. We have 5 more minutes to write all 10. Three more minutes. All right, it's 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Did you get to write all 10? Were you able to write all 10? Why are people writing in the chat box? This is not for the chat, though. Why did you write your comments in your goals in the chat box? This is for you. This is in your notebook. This is something you need. You're not gonna get access to it in the chat box after today. Oh my days. Oh my days. People, a lot of people are not following. Oh my days. This is not a rain event. Did you know that? A lot of people, this is not a rain event though. All right, okay. All right, let me keep going. All right, you wrote 9. Somebody wrote 6. Who else? Who did 10? Who did 10? Did anybody write all 10? Margaret, you came to this event prepared. Girl, you're not playing. All right. Oh, Mr. Laka, you wrote 10 as well. Pastor Kwa, you wrote 10. Elijah Badru, you wrote 16. Fantastic. Cam, you wrote 10. Madam Aleshi Lawyer, Elijah, you wrote 10. Saita, you wrote 10. Mami Adufalaja, you wrote 11. Mrs. Dixon, 10. Mrs. Saying, 10. Mrs. Aribi, 10. Saya Missy, yes, you did it. Mami Akitola, 10. Mr. Redola, 10. Oluwabukola Majid, 8. Pastor Kwa, 10. Oh, wow. Mami Homile, 5. All right, okay, so well done, everybody. Great, good to see that a lot of people did this activity, which is fantastic. I'm so happy to see that. The next thing we're gonna do, please pay attention to this one. Please pay attention to this one, right? Pay attention to this. If you had a magic wand, if you had like some power that would make all the things you wrote happen within 24 hours. Listen to this. If you had some power, some magic, something that would make everything you wrote happen within 24 hours, which one of them would have the greatest and biggest impact on your life? Which one? Circle it now, circle it. Circle the one out of the 10 that would have the greatest impact on your life. If you were able, if something happened and you had the power to make it all happen, everything you wrote down, you had the power to make it all happen within 24 hours, which one of them would have the biggest and greatest impact on your life? Which one? Circle it. Have you done that? Have you circled it? Have you done it? Let me know in the chat box. Have you done it? Yes. Have you circled one? Just one. Have you circled it? Okay. All right. You circled it. Great. Please keep it coming. Keep it coming. Which one of them would have the greatest impact on your life? Okay. Cool. Just circle it. Just circle the one. Just circle the one it is. It's just one. Just one. Just take one. Take one. If that one happened, right, it would have the biggest impact on your life. Just circle that one. Usually, if you've done it right, it's going to jump at you. This one will jump at you. You're gonna see it. If you've done it right, this one will jump at you. Okay? Fantastic. So this is the next thing you're gonna do. This is the next thing you're gonna do. You circled it. This is the next thing you're gonna do. So you're gonna go to another page, go to your next page. You're gonna go to your next page, another sheet of paper, or next page. Yeah, write down this one goal. This one that you believe if it happened, it would help you, it would create the greatest impact on your life. That one. Write it down on another sheet of paper. Give it a deadline. When must this goal happen? Give it a deadline. And then make a list of all the things you have to do to achieve this goal. Who must you become for you to achieve this goal? How must you think? What should you look like physically? What should your health be like if you're going to accomplish this one goal that you've written? What must you, when you speak, what must you sound like? What do you look like if you are to accomplish this? What are your physical attributes? What do you look like if you were to accomplish this one goal? What must you do? What are the activities to get you there? Who must you have in your circle for you to achieve that? Who must you follow? Who must you learn from? What must you do as regards personal development for you to achieve that goal? How much time must you give to exercise, to eating right, or eating right? Must you travel? Must you create time to take care of yourself, self-love, self-care? What must you do? Make a list of all the things you need to do so you can achieve that goal. Right? Now, you may not finish that list right now. It's something you can go back to and add to the list. You may not finish it now. And then number 4, the next thing you're going to do is to organize the list into a checklist, something you can tick off. Organize it into a checklist. All right, this, and that, and that. Okay, I must do this, I must do this, I must do this. Organize it in a way, maybe there's some things you can do every day. Maybe there's some things you're going to have to do every week. Maybe there's some things you're going to have to do every month. Maybe there's some things you're going to have to do every quarter. Out of those things you've written, organize it that way. You don't have to do it now. You probably can't even do it all now, but organize it into a checklist, the daily ones, the weekly ones, the monthly ones, the biannually ones, whatever, just break it down like that. Those lists, organize in a checklist. Next thing, you take action. Take action. Do something on this list every single day. Every single day, do something on that list. That's the action you must take. Every single day of 2023, do something on that list. And I'm going to add another item for you, which is not on your screen right now. Put it as a calendar item. Make it, diarize it. Put it, diarize, you understand? Put it as a calendar item on your phone. Set a reminder. Put it as an alert on your phone every day. Let it remind you every day to do this thing every day. You can put, work on my list today. Work on my list today. Do an activity on my list today, whatever. Put it on your phone. Set an alarm, a reminder for this thing. Set it there. So it reminds you every day. Look at your list and do something with it every day. Every day. All right? Okay, are we good with that? Are we good with that? What were we doing? Sarah, we were doing, I don't know if you got to the point where we asked that everybody should write 10 goals they wanted in 2023, and then to choose one of them. If they had a magic wand and they could make everything happen within 24 hours, choose one that would give the greatest impact to them. I don't know if you heard that. So after choosing that one, we then went into the other things to do. Take that one, put it on another sheet of paper, write it down, that's your goal, and then put a deadline. When must you accomplish this? And then a list of the things you have to do to make it happen. Who must you be for you to accomplish that goal? Who must you talk to? Who must you be in their circle? Who must you spend time with? What must you look like physically? What must your health look like? What your children, do you have to change locations? Do you have, as in all those things for you to accomplish that thing you wrote down? And then organize everything you wrote down, those things you must do, organize them into a checklist. So you probably won't be able to do all of it right now, but organizing it into something like, oh, This one has to be done every week. This one has to be done every day. This one has to be done every month. This one has to be done twice a month. This one has to be done every quarter. This one has to be done every 6 months, something like that. Break it down that way. And then take action. Do something on that list every single day. Every single day, take action. And then I added one more to it. I said you should make it a calendar item on your phone. Make it a calendar item and set a reminder, put an alarm on it that comes on every day to remind you to do those things that you have to do every single day, every day. All right, that's it. I hope, Sarah, did you get that? I don't know if you are still on. I hope you're still on, but yeah, so that's it. All right. So we all got that. We're good with that, this activity. Yes, I got some yeses, not everybody. Okay, fantastic. Great. Awesome. Okay, moving on very swiftly. Moving on, fantastic. All right, let's go back to our slide. Awesome, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's go. Moving on. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. I love where we've just gotten to, guys. So this is how you're going to create. This is how you're going to do it. How to create the 2023 you desire. This is how you're going to do it. How to create the 2023 you desire. Ladies and gentlemen, can I just start this session by saying that we do not know everything. Nobody knows everything. I need you to hear me properly. We do not know everything. Nobody on this planet knows everything. The world, I was talking to some friends, they came over on the 25th and we were talking, and part of what we were saying was that the Earth is like a tiny dot in the galaxy, right? The Earth that we're in. As we are, how many people, as we are 90 people on this Zoom, and there are billions of other people on this planet Earth that we don't even know, with all of that, the billions of people were like a dot in the galaxy. And there are many planets like the Earth, all rotating around the sun. The Earth is just one out of many. Are you following? Are you following what I'm saying? The Earth is just one out of many, So I said all of that to say that we do not know it all. Nobody knows it all. You can't assume that what you learned so far is the truth about anything, or it is all that there is to be. Does that make sense? There's so much we don't know. There's so much we do not know. And we're thankful for science. We're thankful for, revelations and insights we get from people. So I'm trying to say that do not discard what you do not know. Be open to knowledge, be open to information, be open to seeing things from a different perspective. Do not assume that you know it all. That's what I'm trying to say. Do we get it? Do we get that? Are we okay? Yeah. All right, moving on. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. And this was said by Albert Einstein. So many of us know Albert Einstein. What did he do? Electricity, light, what? That physician, whatever, that man. He said this, that everything is energy, right? I asked on a previous slide if there was any science to all this manifestation, attracting, law of attraction, creating the life we wanted, and we did talk that there is a science to it. We talked about the reticular activating system. Beyond that, though, there is even deeper science involved with this, right? And for those of you that studied science in school, you'd remember when they said that everything is matter. right? We are all matter. Everything is matter, atoms. Basically, we're all energy. We're all energy. Energy. Every single thing is energy. What we see, what we do not see, everything is energy. Nothing is created and nothing is destroyed. Things just take a different form. Let me give you an example. Look at this bottle of water. Yeah? Are we together? Look at this bottle of water. So there's water in a plastic. This plastic didn't just come. It wasn't just created. This plastic came from something that already exists. Correct? This plastic came from oil that is in the ground, that already exists. This water came from the atmosphere by some condensation of whatever in the clouds or whatever, it became water. If I apply heat to this water, what happens to the water? If I apply heat, I pour this in a kettle and I boil it and I leave it on to boil and it keeps boiling. What happens to this water? Please put it in the chat box. What happens? What happens to the water when you apply heat and it keeps, I can't see what people are typing. 1 second, let's see. It evaporates. It evaporates and it becomes steam. It becomes steam. It takes a different form. It becomes something else. It becomes something else. When you melt this plastic as well, it dissolves. It becomes a different matter. It becomes something else. Nothing is destroyed or created. Everything takes a different form, a different shape. Listen to me. Nothing you want is going to be created. I'm going to say it again. Nothing you want, when I say created, what I mean is going to come or descend or from somewhere. It already exists. Everything you want already exists. It's just in a different form. Everything you want already exists somewhere. It's just not in the form that you want it. It's not with you. It's not in your hands, but it already exists. Right? That's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to emphasize with that one. Okay? So let's go back to the slide. Right? Everything we need is already here. I love that. Makes me happy. Everything we need is already here. We just need to learn how to attract the things we want into our own reality. And this is done by vibration. This is done by vibration. Vibrating in the same frequency as what you want. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit more about vibration in a bit. The truth is, we are a mass of energy and we function on frequencies. Everything and everyone functions at a frequency. Everything and everyone functions at a frequency. Now, this is interesting because when I was listening to this and studying and preparing for this event, and when I got to this part of Bob Proctor, I was listening to Bob Proctor when he talked about this, and I thought, I don't know if this happens. I'm sure it's happened to you. You know, when you brush past someone or something and you get electric shock in your body. Do you know that? Maybe somebody touches you or you brush past something and you get electric shock in your body. Let's talk about that for a bit. You know that feeling? You brush past somebody or something and you get electric shock. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know it? What is that thing? What is it? What is that thing? Yeah? Mr. Gilbert, your hand is up. Do you have a question, sir? Please unmute, Mr. Gilbert.
I want to answer that question. Good evening, everybody. It's a static electricity.
Static electricity from where?
It's an energy around us.
Energy, God bless you. Energy around us, humans. Please listen. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It's the energy around us. Ladies and gentlemen, human beings are energy beings. It's an energy. We all have energy. We all radiate energy. Hey, when I'm so happy if you were to take a, and this has been proven scientifically. It's been proven that when they take a picture of a human being, they take a picture of a human, they can see the glow of electricity around the human being. They can see the glow around the person. Not with the way we take pictures now. It's a different kind of polar, whatever, something, they have a name for it. When they take a picture of a human using that polar, whatever it is, they see a field of energy around the human. Ladies and gentlemen, we are energy beings. We radiate energy, we vibrate, we operate at a frequency, right? We operate at a frequency, not just us. Everything on earth operates at a frequency. Those of you that did science, do you remember that they say that nothing stays still. We are constantly in motion. Do you remember that? We are constantly in motion. Everything is constantly in motion. Because everything is constantly in motion, we are vibrating. We are vibrating. Does that make sense? Because nothing is standing still, because things are constantly in motion, there is vibration. Everything is vibrating. Everything is operating at a frequency. Does that make sense? Because you need to get this. So if you don't understand this, you won't get what I'm saying. Nothing is at rest. Everything is constantly moving. Do we get it? Yes, yes? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Because we're constantly moving, because there's constant vibration, we are all operating at a frequency. You are operating at a frequency. The things around you are operating at a frequency. Everything is operating at a frequency. Everything is operating at a frequency. And the frequencies are connected. Frequencies are connected. Frequencies are connected. Remember that. All right, moving on. Let's go back to the slide. There is an infinite number of frequencies, and every frequency is connected. Meaning that you cannot count the number of frequencies that exist. It's infinite, infinite, however you want to speak the English, right? That there's an infinite number of frequencies. You cannot count, unlimited, uncountable. There's unlimited number of frequencies and they're all connected. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have what you want yet in any area of your life, it's because you have been operating on the wrong frequency. You have not been operating on the frequency of that thing that you want. Remember, everything is operating at a frequency. Humans, things you want, everything, nothing is at rest. There's vibration all over the world. Everything is vibrating, everything is moving. If you do not have something you want, it's because you are not operating at the frequency that that thing is at. And what Albert Einstein said, he said, you should match the frequency of what you want and you will attract it. That is what he said in this opening paragraph. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. That's it. Match the frequency of that thing you want, the reality you want, match it. And there's nothing else that will happen but for you to have that thing. You will have it when you match the frequency. Do we get that? I need to know that you understand that, because this is key. This is key. Whatever it is you want is operating at a frequency. You are also operating at a frequency. If you match the frequency of what you want, you will get it. You will attract it. You guys will come together. Whatever it is you want, if you match that frequency, you will come together with that thing. Do we understand that? That is key. That is key. Match the frequency of what you want and you'll get it. Simple. Do we get that? Okay. Okay? Only 5 people understand it. Only 5 people are still following this. Only 5 people. Yeah? Cool. Okay, all right. I've seen some more responses. Great. Okay, let's continue. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's continue. So how do you match the frequency? How do you match the frequency of the thing you want? How do you match it? How do you make sure that you and the thing you want, you're on the same wavelength? It's through imagination. It's through imagination, okay? Imagine what you want. Imagine what you want. Hold that picture of your imagination. Your will helps you hold it. Do not allow outside influences to remove that picture, that imagination, or distort that picture. Do not allow outside influences do that, and you will attract it. That is how to attract what you want. It's through your imagination. Imagine, think about it. It's not just thinking though. You think and then you see in your mind's eye. You see that thing. You see the form. You see the shape in your mind's eye. Imagine, hold it there. Hold that thought. Hold it. And do not let anything take that thought away. Take that image away from you. Hold it. Tip it. What you want. Focus on it. Think about it every day. That will get you to the frequency that that thing is also at, and you will attract it. Right? You will attract it. So I got this picture just to show you the energy field that is around us as humans. This is what it looks like for those that were able to take a picture of the Polaroid, whatever they call that thing. This is every human being. This is what the energy field around us. This is what it is. Many of us have watched many movies of it. Black magic and things. Are like, ladies and gentlemen, how humans are. This depicts the energy field around us. That's it, right? You are a mass of energy, as is everything else. Everything is energy and functions on frequencies. Match the frequency of what you want and you will attract what you want. Amazing. All right, let's talk about the mind right now, because it's in your mind that you do all these things. It's in your mind that you do all this. And we're nearly done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly done. I'm so excited. We're nearly done. Right, let's talk about your mind. We're talking about your conscious and subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, that is where all your five senses work. You know, your sense to see, to taste, to hear, to feel, to touch, right? That's your conscious mind. That's where you can exercise your willpower. You have your short-term memory. You can think through your conscious mind. You can do logical thinking, right? Through your conscious mind. Now, the conscious mind has access to information. Your conscious mind can think, your conscious mind can filter information, your conscious mind can accept or reject information. Yeah, your conscious mind can do that. Okay? But your subconscious mind, ladies and gentlemen, your subconscious mind is the most powerful. That is where your imagination sits. That is where you have all your habits. That is where your beliefs sit, the things you believe, your emotional values, your protective reactions, your intuition, your long-term memory is in the subconscious mind. I saw another picture that I was going to share with you. You know when they show an iceberg immersed in water, you know, an iceberg, the top of the iceberg that you see above water, that is your conscious mind. It's usually just about 5 to 10%. The remainder that is submerged in the water is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the biggest part of your mind. It's the most powerful. Some interesting facts about your subconscious mind. Look at this. Right? Your subconscious mind records everything. Your subconscious mind is always alert and always awake. It controls 95% of our lives, the subconscious. It is built on habituation, your habits. Your subconscious speaks to you in dreams too. It has no verbal language. It doesn't talk. But when we say it speaks, well, it's in your dreams, the things you get in your dreams, it's from your subconscious. It has no verbal language. Listen, this is the powerful part. Listen to this one. It takes everything literally. Whatever you feed your subconscious mind accepts it. It doesn't know if it is real or not. Your subconscious mind is not your conscious mind can accept or reject information that you give to it. Your subconscious cannot. Whatever you give your subconscious mind, it accepts. It takes everything, accepts everything. It cannot differentiate between what is imagined and what is real. You can use that to your advantage. Your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between what is imagined and what is real. It can do 1 trillion things at once. It's like, it's working, it's buzzing at the same time. It's not logical. It's the part of you that create feelings, right? Your emotion, it's 1 million times more powerful than the conscious mind. And this picture here is a picture just to show you the relation of your mind to your body. Your body is an instrument that carries out the things that come from your subconscious. So your conscious mind is at the top. It gets things fed into it. And that is where you decide that, oh, I want, maybe because you saw something, you saw a movie, or you saw a billboard sign, or you saw something on Facebook, or you saw a picture, your conscious mind says, okay, I want this thing. So your conscious mind can get information. I want this thing. I want this thing. I would like to have this. But in your subconscious, it becomes a desire. If you truly want it, you create feelings for that thing. You get emotionally connected to that thing. You start feeling excitement, feeling anticipation, feeling eagerness, feeling that is in your subconscious when you create the desire of what you want. And once you have that desire, it tells in the vibration that goes through your body. Your body reacts to that feeling of what you want. You either get cold, or you get warm, or you start getting goosebumps on your body, or you start feeling this thing at the pit of your stomach, right? Maybe so. You know what I mean? When you have these feelings of, sometimes when you're afraid, the pit of your stomach is feeling somehow. Right? When you're excited, you feel butterflies in your tummy. That is what the feelings from your subconscious being transferred into your body, causing a different vibration. That is what is happening. And based on that vibration, you create something. You take action. You begin to do something, right? You begin to do something based on that vibration, right? Okay. Moving on. So your mind, your body, physical body, is the instrument of the mind. Your body carries out instructions from the mind. Your conscious mind, which is, let's say it's at the top, your conscious mind, this is where you think, and this is where you can use your imagination, right? From your conscious mind. You can now impress upon your subconscious what you want, and that then becomes a desire, which is a feeling. By you impressing upon your subconscious what you want, that thing that you want becomes a desire. That desire is a feeling. The desire is then expressed through the body by changing the vibration the body is in. I just talked about that. It changes the vibration. You start feeling, it becomes a physical thing. You can feel things physically, right? Physically. And that vibration causes you to act. And that action attracts what you desire, which gives you the results, right? Your conscious mind, you can build an image of what you want through your imagination. We talked about that. Your wants stay in your conscious mind. The things you want stay in your conscious mind. They're just things. You've thought about them, you want it, it's in your conscious. But when you connect with it emotionally, it becomes a desire. It becomes a desire. Your subconscious cannot process information you give to it. It can't process it. It just takes it as you give it. It believes everything you tell it. Whatever you tell it is okay. It does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Your desires sit in your subconscious. And that is why they say, you do not get what you want. Remember, in your conscious mind is where you create wants, right? That's where you want something. But when you connect it with your emotions, it becomes a desire. And that's why there's this saying that says you do not get what you want, you get what you desire, because you've now connected with it emotionally. Feelings have to be involved before you can create. That's where we're going. Feelings have to be involved before you can create, before you can attract, before you can make things happen for you. Are we clear on that? Do we get that? Yeah? Yes, yes, yes. Do we get that? All right. We're nearly done, ladies and gentlemen. We're nearly done. And I'm sure you've probably heard of the law of attraction before. Many of you have heard. If you haven't heard about it, please go do your research on the law of attraction. I think there are 16 laws, I don't remember exactly now, that govern the earth, that govern the universe. The law of attraction is one, the law of vibration is another. There's so many of them. You can go read up on them and be knowledgeable in these things, right? But the law of attraction goes side by side with manifesting, creating the kind of life you want. It's important you understand how the law of attraction works. But the law of attraction does not work alone. It works with the law of vibration. It works with the law of action as well. So the law of vibration, we've kind of touched on that, talking about nothing rests, nothing is at a rest, everything is moving, everything is vibrating, meaning where everything is operating at a frequency. If you can match the frequency of what you want, you can attract what you want. So law of vibration works alongside the law of attraction. So the law of attraction, it works on the intellect because you can think about what you want. And then it works on the emotions. You can desire that thing that you want and then translate into the physical. When you change your vibration, it causes you to take the action, which then brings the result of what you want. Right? That's how the law of attraction works. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, it starts from your conscious mind. You pick up things that you want, what you see, what you want to have, you can think, right? You have your list, you've written your goals, you can think about it. These are the things I want. And then you imagine you having those things, right? When you imagine it, you create the feeling of you already having it. Imagine you that you already have that thing. How would you feel if you already had it? How would you feel that goal that you circle, that one goal? If that thing happened tomorrow, how would you feel? How would you feel? That is you connecting with that goal. You connect with it. It becomes a desire. That feeling creates a physical response in your body. Your body, you have it. That is why you feel something on your skin, on your body. You get cold, you get hot, you get goosebumps, or you get butterflies in your tummy, or something at the pit of your stomach. You get a physical thing. That's a vibration. Your state is changing because of that. And because of that vibration, you take actions. You take actions, which then brings about the results you want. Right? So let's talk about some tools that are going to help you. And we're nearly done. We're nearly done. Let's talk about some tools that are going to help you. We've talked about the vision board. I'm going to ask every one of you, if you're serious about manifesting what you want, about creating the life that you want, create a vision board. Create a vision board. We're not going to do it together today. No, we're not, because it takes a lot of time. But I've explained to you what it is. In your own time, take pictures that represent each of those 10 goals you wrote down. Go on the internet, search for it, print it out, take a picture that represents each of the things you want, stick it on the board, right? What I do, I use a picture frame. I showed you that before. I use a picture frame, right? I just buy a picture frame from any of the stores, and then I put my pictures in the frame and put it all together and put it in a place where I can see it every single day. And I want to also ask you, take a picture of your vision board and use it as a screensaver on your phone. So that every time you unlock your phone, that is what you see. It's speaking to you, right? And put it where you're going to see it all the time, right? Please do that. That's the first thing. The second thing is to do affirmations. Affirmation. So those things that you've written out as your goals, speak to yourself about them every day. Write those goals down in the present tense as though they have already happened. Speak to it every single day. Or rather, speak it every day so you're speaking to yourself. So let's say you wrote down, I want to be a millionaire in 2023. I have no clue how that's going to happen, but I want to be a millionaire in 2023. So if I was going to do an affirmation on that, I would say, I am a millionaire this year. I earn $1 million in 2023. Or I say something like, 1 million, I'm thankful and grateful now that $1 million sits in my bank account. Whatever, something like that. I'm thankful and grateful now that you're speaking it as though it has already happened, not that it is coming, not that you are going to. You're speaking as though it has happened. Write this write it for each of your goals and speak this every day. That's the second thing. And the third thing I want you to do is to write what we call my perfect day. My perfect day. What is that? It is you sitting down at your favorite destination, a favorite location, 1 year from today. So on the 2nd of January, 2024, and you're looking in hindsight at how 2023 went. And you're seeing that everything you wanted, everything you wrote about, every desire you had, everything you spoke came to pass. So you're writing your perfect day as though those things have happened, and you're living in that moment. You're living in it. So your perfect day will be something like today, Monday, what day is it today? Tuesday, Monday? So it's going to be Tuesday next year, I think. Today, Tuesday, 2nd January, 2024. I am sitting on my yacht in the Bahamas. We flew out here a week ago. We decided to have Christmas and spend New Year in the Bahamas this year. It's been an incredible 12 months for me and my family. We flew out in the private jet of my business partner. Oh, my business partner, we got connected 8 months ago when I was invited to speak at the United Nations on the blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? You are creating this story around these things that you want. And you're talking as though those things have happened. You're linking them all. Everything you want, you're speaking as though they've happened. And you're writing it as though you were living in that moment. So that is your perfect day. Write it. After writing it, I need you to then record yourself reading it. Do a voice recording of you reading your perfect day. Okay? Do a voice recording of you reading your perfect day. And play this audio to yourself every day. Play in the morning when you wake up, play it at night before you go to bed. You can play it when you're driving. You can play it when you're by yourself. And this is you prophesying to yourself. This is you speaking your reality to yourself. What you desire, you're speaking it to yourself every day of 2023. And the last thing I want you to do is to write what we call Dear Future Me letter. Many of you did this last year, and your letter was delivered a few days ago. And you heard some people talk about them reading their letter, and at first glance, it looked like, it didn't quite happen the way they wanted, but they went back to read it, and they saw many happened. When I read mine on the 29th of December, I was just smiling because things that I had totally forgotten about, totally, that I even wrote it there. And I smile. They happened. It happened in 2022. They happened. So to get to that Future Me letter, you need to go to futureme.org. Dearfutureme.org. It's free. You don't need to pay for it. Sorry, no, it's not Dear Future Me. Futureme.org. So that's https://www.futureme.org. You don't need to put, I don't think you need to put the HTTPS. Just go to futureme.org and choose to write the letter to be delivered to you 12 months from today, or 1 year from today, and write that letter. And that letter you're writing is basically your perfect day. My perfect day, what you wrote in my perfect day, that's basically what that letter is. So your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, writing it as though they have already happened. Okay, so write it about 2023. So all the things you wanted for 2023, write it as though they've happened, and you're writing that letter to yourself. You're speaking, you're looking back, like, wow, it's 2023, wow. I traveled to 6 different countries. I went to this, I went to that, I went with that. I met the man of my dreams. That's not me, I'm just using an example. For those who want to make the man of their dreams, I met the man of my dreams just as I wrote it. My children got scholarships to study at Harvard and to study at, just as I imagined. We actually came back from a trip to Boston. We went to Harvard to visit, whatever, MIT. Where's Harvard? I don't know. MIT is in Boston, I think. So write it like that and send it. And that letter will be delivered to you 1 year from today. And you'll be able to see how your life happened in 2023, based on what you said, based on what you hoped for, based on the actions you took, based on your thoughts, based on your feelings, based on the vibration, based on the frequency, based on the things you created. You're all set, ladies and gentlemen. Have an absolutely phenomenal 2023. You now know exactly how to make it happen. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for attending. I hope you got value. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I absolutely loved every part of it. Thank you so much. That brings us to the end of the Vision Board Party 2020. What do we say now? 2022, 2020, whatever. It's for 2023. Because we did it. We did it 2023, but it's for 2023. All right. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. It's great to attend these things. It's great to learn. But what is important is you doing it. That is what is important. You know, for years, I attended these things. And for years, I didn't do much with it. Not until I read that book by Lynn Graham. That was what made me decide that all these people accomplishing their goals, all these people writing books that we're reading, all these people that are multi-millionaires, they're humans like myself. They're not different. They don't have 2 heads. Shayo, where would you start doing the things you know to do? And so I started doing. And 2018, I was crazy. I was crazy doing it. Crazy. 2018, it was crazy. And I did every day. I was reading my affirmations every single day. It consumed me. I was obsessed with my goals. And you will not believe what happened. 2019, the biggest goal I had on my list, it happened. And it totally changed my life. Totally. And I haven't gone back. It's been getting better and better and better since then. So please do this thing that we have talked about. You've gone through the session. You've got a lot of value. You now understand what to do. There were things you knew before that you didn't know. There are things that there are things you knew before that you haven't done. There are things you didn't know before that you now know, but now you have the knowledge. Now go and do. Now go and do. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please, I'll take questions. I'm here. I love this. I so love this. I so love this vision board parties. I absolutely love it. You want to talk? Okay. I don't want, because if I unmute people, people are going to not, what's the word now? People are going to not know to mute. All right, let me unmute you. Or rather, allow people to unmute. Can you unmute now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you want to talk, if you want to say anything, go ahead now.
Okay. I don't know if people can see me because I cannot even see myself.
Hold on, I'm going to add your spotlight. Okay, they can see you now.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was attentive all through. I was searching for myself. I couldn't find myself. Shade, you are not on this thing. Thank God I'm there. At least I can hear. Well, this is real energy. This is real energy. You see the picture where the lady was sitting, the shadow of an individual was seated, and you can see the energy vibrating around the lady is so real to what happens when somebody come beside you and you feel the shock. I never know that it was static energy like we were told today by Mr. Hey, I forgot his name now. So I'm happy that I'm able to relate with that. Something happened yesterday. I've been telling myself for like 3 weeks before the new year, I just want a few things to be changed in my apartment. I live in an apartment building. I just want a few things to be changed in my apartment. I want to have like a picture, something that will say what my house stands for. I want to have little things around the house. And lo and behold, I got opportunity to have those things only on the 31st of December. And I was rushing to put them in position where I'm speaking from. As I'm speaking, I can show. And I was struggling to put them in position before I would go for the crossover prayer session, so that I know that they were attainable in year 2022, friends. This thing is real energy. I think the area we need, my own is not much of a question. I think I got a bit more understanding than even last year. Because I think the area we have to put our energy on is the issue of consciousness and subconsciousness. That is a very powerful thing. That is where I'm developing into, because we are always conscious of things, but the subconscious is like magnets, for what I'm gathering today, if I'm right. It's like magnet that will create a desire for you to get what you want. So if, for instance, in my own business, I want to speak from the angle of my own business. I'm sorry, because of our prospects that are here. A few of our prospects are here. So what I'm saying is, for instance, in my business, I know I have a passion for something that betters people's lives, that betters my life, that is very good for everyone, but people are not catching what I'm catching. So many times I become disturbed, I become depressed. My dear, I'm building depression inside my subconsciousness. That's what I'm getting. I do not have to build depression inside my subconsciousness, for God's sake, because that is the feeling, that's what I'm desiring. The other things that are happening are on the conscious level. It cannot really address anything. Whatever it gets, it's what it gets. Am I right, Behind? Is that what you said?
You're very correct. You're very correct.
Oh, so if that is what you said, let anything happen now. We always have it on our lips. People will be like, no, it's next opportunity. No, it's next opportunity. Before this city, no, it's next opportunity, I say it.
Another thing is operating in my subconscious. When they say you share something good to somebody and they said no, then you tell me to be, oh, no, it's next opportunity. Those ones are just phrases. Because in my subconscious, what is there that you already said no? Let me leave the person. Those are contradictory, friends. They are contradictory. The energy that we radiate in the last 1 month or 2 months that I've been so desperate, not knowing that I was working towards my subconscious acts. Things are changing in my business, you. I'm telling you, things are changing in my business. Before I will wake up and come, because I said, okay, I've not even done this for this business. I've not done that. But this customer should buy something. That person is supposed to buy something. Oh, Father, I just want this person to buy something. I go like that and sleep. Before I will wake up, somebody is already paid the Torrent account. It's not even contacting me. That is subconscious acts. So that is what we need to work upon. Friends, that is what we need to work upon. And any of us that has not watched The Secret, like she said, I've watched it. I'm never tired of watching it. I have known The Secret, but I don't know the real impact of The Secret as it were. It's just to be among the crowd of her. I've watched it there 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, just recording notification. So people, please, let us understand conscious acts and subconscious acts. That is what I'm getting away today with my own side. Thank you for allowing me to speak. I can go on, nobody will go home.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Margaret Alaka, your hand is up, my dear. Please unmute, Margaret.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, my dear. Where are you? Raise your hand. Are you showing your face?
I'm here.
Wait. Let me find you so I can. You're not showing your face, Jare. Where are you now?
My face is there. You can manage that one.
Oh my God. He's not going to let me. Okay, hold on.
It's okay. As long as you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much for this amazing session, Shayo. I am grateful. And I'm so glad I attended. I'm glad that you decided to run this session, and I'm glad that I'm here. My only regret, in quotes, is that I did not invite my siblings to join, and I didn't bring my teenage sons along. Oh, this is, it's different if you hear with your own ears. I'll try and sell the vision, but I know it's always different. So thank you. Thank you very much. I look forward to giving amazing testimonials when 2023, a year from now, when we do this. And you're such a big blessing. Thank you, Lucia.
You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome, my darling. You're welcome, my darling. Right, for those who came late, it was because of Margaret that I did it this year, because I had said I wasn't going to do it, but she reached out to me. She's my childhood friend. She said, Shayo, are you not doing this vision board thing this year? I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And because, we have a story. We have a story. I don't know if, Margaret, are you still there?
I'm here, yes.
You want me to talk about it?
Not necessarily. It's fine. Okay. It will be part of the testimonial next year.
Okay, all right. I won't talk about it, but we have a story. We come a long way. So when she said that, am I doing this? I had to, because I knew if it wasn't important to her, she wouldn't have asked. So I'm glad that I did it, and I'm glad you got value.
I got great value. Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear.
Thank you, everybody.
Mommy, I did go
Thank you, DRD. I really enjoyed it.
You're welcome, ma. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma. God bless you.
Amen. Amen. I you too. Thank you, ma. All right, people are asking questions. Somebody is asking a question. Hold on, please mute yourself if you are speaking, or please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Somebody is saying, how do we match setting goals as being unrealistic and then at the same time not putting a limit on yourself? That's a very good question. And can I just say that one of the greatest disservices they have done to us, when I say they, I mean our parents, the school system, the formal education that we all got, the greatest disservice they did was to stop us from daydreaming. As children, we all daydreamed. As children, even as toddlers, as we all imagined to be this, imagined to be that, and we would say, "Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to do that." Oftentimes, people would say, "Oh, stop dreaming. Oh, stop dreaming, face reality. Oh, stop dreaming, face reality." You see that stop dreaming, that's the worst thing they ever did to us. Please dream. Please dream. Please dream. Please dream. If you see, I read something, so I don't remember where I saw it, and that liberated me. It helped me. That thing said, if you can dream it, it's proof that you've been equipped to make it happen. You didn't hear me? If you can dream that thing, if that thing would have come into your mind, if you could imagine something, it's proof that you've already been equipped to make it happen. So please dream, right? Go ahead and dream. Allow yourself to dream. And so what I'm trying to say to this person that's asked, and I think they've left because it's showing their name is grayed out. There's nothing like putting a limit on yourself. Go ahead and dream. Dream as much as you want. Dream as much as you want. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let it flow. You know how to create what you're looking for now. All right? Some of books you can read to improve yourself and business. There's so many. You can go online, go on YouTube. This is one of my own activities for 2023 that I have decided to do. I used to do it years ago, but I stopped, but I've repented. I'm going to be listening and watching videos of Bob Proctor a lot this year, just every day, just watch and watch and watch, because he does a lot about mindset and the law of attraction and all these things. So I'm going to be doing that. But Proctor is somebody, books to read. Go and get this book I talked about, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. That's one. Think and Grow Rich is a very good book for business. Although it's written in 19th century English, but it's a good one. Think and Grow Rich. There's the leadership books as well. Okay, types that Paula has shown us. Think and Grow Rich is a good book to read about business. There's so many of them, so many. You can just do a search on YouTube or Google, self-development books. Just search, you'll see a lot come up. Yeah. There was another one, You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor is another good book. So many. Is this recorded? Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you, Pastor Kwe. The Science of Getting Rich. That's another good book. Yes. Please private message me if you want the recording. I'll get the recording sent to you. Yes, You Are Born Rich is free. Just download it. You download it and you can read it. That's by Bob Proctor. All right. Esther Adediro Samuel, your hand is up. You have a question? Do you have a question? I don't want us to keep us too long. We're done. If people want to go, you can go. I said that it's going to be 2 hours and we finished just about 2 hours. So if you want to leave, you can leave, but we're done. Esther Adediro Samuel, your hand is up. Do you want to ask a question? Unmute, please. Please unmute. Yeah.
I just want to wish the house Happy New Year.
Oh,
and I pray that this year God will help us to make more business and make more, invite people into the platform. That's my heart desire for us.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. If there are no more questions, we can go. All right, Margaret. Thank you, my darling. Bye for now. Have a great one. Have a great one. Bye. If there are no more questions, we can all leave. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Let's
Thank
go
you.
have an amazing 2020.
Thank you, BRD. You're looking charming, attractive, connecting, everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Happy
so
New
much.
Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy
Happy New
New Year,
Year.
everyone. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma. Thank you, ma. We really appreciate you. We
Thank
enjoy
you,
this.
BRD.
Thank you so much.
You.
God
God
bless
bless
you.
you.
Money, we
God
You're
bless
appreciate
you.
welcome.
you.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome,
much.
everyone.
God bless you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Cams, for
God
coming. Hope
bless
you got
you. God
value,
bless
Happy
guys.
New Year.
Thank you, ma. God
We
bless
shall all
you. Thank
successful
you,
in
ma.
this
God
year.
bless you.
Amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Akbar Ọlọ́run. Yeah. Oh God.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm shutting down now. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye,
Bye,
bye,
everybody.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
God
Thank
bless
you so
everybody.
much.
God bless everybody
Bye,
this year.
bye.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Yes.